You went to Missouri Southern for a little bit. Now you went to Bleacher Report. You were their lead NFL writer in the ESPN. Just talk about that journey.
I grew up in Liberal, Missouri, which is like population 700 people when I was there. So to still be in this area, I think I get asked all the time, like, why do you still live there? Why don't you live in Connecticut or all these places? And I'm from here, and I'm proud to be from here. My family's here. Like you said, I went to Missouri Southern. I coached for the Joplin Crusaders. To go from working in marketing at Miller's Professional Imaging in Pittsburgh, Kansas, to being the face of Bleacher Report's NFL coverage. That happened in like a 3-month time span for me. So it was like a whirlwind.
It seems like, it's the type of job where it takes a ton of work, but it comes with rewards. It comes with that satisfaction of doing what you love.
Oh, absolutely. And, a lot of that satisfaction is to see those players go on and have great careers, to have known Patrick Mahomes since he was a freshman at Texas Tech. And, you build so many relationships with guys, and then you watch them have success is, it is incredibly rewarding, to just see their careers take off, because I feel like a lot of my job is that. It's telling the general public who these players are as people and as athletes and what they can bring to an NFL team. And that is the fun part. When you get those relationships with players, then you say, like, oh my gosh, you almost feel like a proud parent watching them have success in the NFL. So that's without a doubt the best part.
And obviously with a job like this, you got to have a really good support staff. So speaking to your wife, your kids, your family, how have they really just supported you throughout this whole process during these 5 to 6 months that you are putting these 16, 12-hour days, and then knowing that when you're done, you have a lot of time to spend with them afterwards?
Yeah, everyone's great at, understanding that my schedule is hectic, and that you guys know in the news industry, things can change immediately. A couple weeks ago, I thought I was home for weeks, and then it was, well, actually, we need you on the road for a whole week. So I think just the flexibility is great. From my parents on down to, my 10-year-old son, I would not be where I am without the support of my parents, my brothers, my wife, certainly my daughter and my son have all been, they're the reason that I'm here.
What would young Matt Miller say that's a little kid in Liberal watching ESPN? 20 years later, he's on the face of ESPN when it comes to NFL draft coverage.
Man, I wouldn't believe it. I really wouldn't. I tell people all the time, I wrote a paper when I was, I think, 8 or 9 years old that I wanted to be Mel Kiper Jr. when I grew up. I didn't know that was a job that anyone other than Mel Kiper could ever have. So, to be fortunate enough to share a job with him, to work at the same network, to have sat on the same desk as him is really, like, I know people say this and it's cliche, but it's a dream come true.